21. Who raised a banner of revolt against Balban? And the answer is Tughril Khan. Tughril Khan, a provincial governor in Bengal, he raised a banner of revolt against Balban and he was captured and beheaded. And he was ruthless in dealing with enemies like Mayos of Mewat, a Muslim Rajput community from northwestern India. Question number 22. What was the name of grandson of Genghis Khan? The answer is Hulagu Khan. Balban obtained from Hulagu Khan, a grandson of Genghis Khan and the Mongol viceroy in Iran, the assurance that Mongols would not advance beyond Sutlej. Question number 23. The famous Persian poet present in the court of Balban is? The answer is Amir Khusru. Balban built forts to guard his empire against the Mongol attacks and he patronized the famous Persian poet Amir Khusru. Balban died in the year 1287. Question number 24. Who ruled the Sultanate in the name of Kaikubad? The answer is Malik Jalaluddin Khalji. Balban's son Kaikubad turned out to be weak. In 1290, Malik Jalaluddin Khalji, the commander of the army, assumed the office of Naib, which is a deputy to the Sultan, and he established a department of spies to gather intelligence about the conspirators and the troublemakers against his rule. Question number 25. Who began the Khalji dynasty? The answer is Jalaluddin Khalji. Jalaluddin formally ascended the throne. With him began the rule of Khalji dynasty and there were many military campaigns during the reign of Jalaluddin. Question number 26. During the Khalji dynasty, who was the governor of Kara? The answer is Alauddin. There were many military campaigns during the reign of Jalaluddin, but they were mostly organized and led by his nephew Alauddin, who was the governor of Kara, and he established a department of spies to gather intelligence about the conspirators and the troublemakers against his rule. Question number 27. How did Alauddin become the Sultan? The answer is treacherously killing Jalaluddin. Alauddin treacherously killed Jalaluddin after buying of the prominent nobles and important commanders with his wealth, and he had brought from the Deccan and declared himself as the Sultan of Delhi in 1296. Question number 28. Alauddin sent who among the following to southern parts of India? The answer is Malik Kafur. Alauddin Khalji consolidated the Delhi Sultanate. The range of his conquest is impressive. In the Punjab against the Mongols, in Rajasthan and in Gujarat, with his northern frontier secure, he sent his chief lieutenant Malik Kafur to the southern parts, who took and took even the distant Madurai in 1310. The Yadavas of Devagiri, the Kakatiyas of Warangal, the Housaliers of Dwarasamudra and the Pandyas of Madurai accepted Alauddin's suzerainty. Question number 29. When was the Chittoor fort sacked? The answer is 1303. Sack of Chittoor was in 1303 when Alauddin's army overwhelmed the Rajput army in Chittoor. Question number 30. Where did the Rajput's women perform rite of Jawar fearing defeat from Alauddin? The answer is Chittoor fort. Sack of Chittoor, which was in the year 1303 when Alauddin's army overwhelmed the Rajput army in Chittor, and in the construct of threat of defeat, the men and the women of the fortress, in accordance with their old custom, performed the rite of Jawar. According to this custom, left with no other way to survive, the men would go out and die in the field of battle, and the women would burn themselves on a pyre. Question number 31. Who undertook a survey of the agrarian resources around his capital and fixed a standard revenue demand? The answer is Alauddin Khalji. Alauddin's political and administrative reforms were as impressive as his military conquest. Alauddin undertook a survey of the agrarian resources. He established a department of spies to gather intelligence about the conspirators and troublemakers against his rule. Question number 32. When did Alauddin Khalji die? The answer is 1316. Alauddin established a system of forced procurement of food grains for Delhi and other garrison centers. The procurement prices were fixed and grain collected as a tax was stored in state granaries. To ensure the enforcement of his new regulation, he employed spies who were responsible to report him directly. Alauddin died in the year 1316, and the failure of his successors to retain power led to seizure of power by Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, who founded the Tughlaq dynasty. Question number 33. What was the name of Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq's son who was sent to fight against Warangal? The answer is Jona Khan. One of the major tasks of Ghiyasuddin as the Sultan was to recover the territories that the Sultanate had lost during the turmoil following the death of Alauddin. Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq sent his son Jona Khan to fight against Warangal. Question number 34. Who was the ruler of Warangal whom was defeated by Jona Khan? The answer is Prataparudra. Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq sent his son Jona Khan to fight against Warangal. Jona Khan defeated Prataparudra of Warangal and returned with a rich booty. Question number 35. The new city Tughlaqabad was constructed by? The answer is Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. With his looted wealth, Ghiyasuddin is said to have laid the foundation of the city Tughlaqabad near Delhi. However, as Alauddin treacherously killed his uncle Jana Khan, was said to have killed his father and ascended the throne with the title Muhammad bin Tughlaq in the year 1325. Question number 36. Who among the following was learned man in Tughlaq dynasty? The answer is Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was a learned man, yet he was a person of cruelty. Alauddin had conquered, looted, and left the old ruling families as his dependents. In contrast, Muhammad Tughlaq dreamt of making the whole of the subcontinent as his domain. Question number 37. The name of newly shifted capital city is called? The answer is Daulatabad. With a view to facilitating extended sovereignty, he shifted his capital from Delhi to the center of the kingdom, namely Devagiri. He also changed its name to Daulatabad. When Muhammad himself decided that the move was a mistake, he ordered a return to Delhi as his capital again. Question number 38. Who was the Moroccan traveler with Jona Khan? The answer is Ibn Battuta. When Ibn Battuta, the Morocco traveler who was with the Sultan, returned to Delhi, he found Delhi empty, abandoned, and had a small population. Question number 39. How many days long was the march from Delhi to Daulatabad took? The answer is 40. It was a 40 days march to Daulatabad from Delhi. Many people left and some hid themselves. When they were found, they were punished cruelly, even though one was a blind man and another as a paralytic. Describing the city as spreading over 8 or 10 miles, historian observed, all was destroyed, and so complete was the ruin that not a cat or a dog was left among the buildings of the city, in the palaces, or its suburbs. Question number 40. Whose system of revenue collection was changed by Muhammad bin Tughlaq? The answer is Alauddin Khalji. Tughlaq changed the Alauddin system of revenue collection in grain and ordered that the land revenue was increased should henceforth be collected in money, and this proved disastrous during famines.